afternoon, Jayant Wala. Good afternoon, Abhishek Kumar. So today we are going to study the most important topic, that is water cycle. Okay, so this is the part of the lesson water which is included in your syllabus. First of all, one by one give me answer. What are the different sources of water in our surrounding? What are the different sources of water in our surrounding? Different sources of water in our surrounding. You know that sea, oceans, rivers, ponds, lakes, all these are the different sources of water. Okay, sources of water means the places where we can get these important natural resource. Okay, so we will find along with this rain is the most important source of water. Now, in water cycle, what happens to the water in all these sources? Okay, they are heated by the heat of the sun. Okay, now when they are heated by the heat of the sun, what will happen to this water? What will happen to this water when they are heated by the heat of the sun? What will happen? Yes, what will happen to this water when they are heated by the heat of the sun? No doubt, when we are getting water in the yes, Santosh has given correct answer, Shardul has given correct answer, Elijah has given correct answer, Janvi has given correct answer, Saksham Kurgade has given correct answer, Abhishek Kumar Singh has given correct answer. It will evaporate. Okay, evaporation will take place, and then you know that conversion of water from liquid state into gaseous state on heating is known as evaporation. In general, we can say conversion of liquid into gaseous state on heating is known as evaporation. So, when we are heating this, it gets converted into water vapor, and then this water vapor moves up at higher altitude. At higher altitude, at higher altitude, what will happen? Now, during summer season, you know, we all move to the places which are located at the higher altitude. Why? What is the reason? Because in summer season on plains it is very hot. So we try to go at colder places, means at the higher altitude, like Masuri, Shimla, these places which are at the higher altitude, they are colder as compared to places which are there on the plains. So we will find when these water vapor will move to the higher altitude, what will happen? Many are writing condensation, but what is there at higher altitude? How is the how is the temperature at the higher altitude? Is it higher temperature or it is low temperature as compared to the plains and plateaus? Is it higher temperature or low temperature as you move up? You are going up from the surface of the earth. Yes, here this Elijah has written correct. It's cold. Yes. So as we move at the higher altitude, we will find it becomes colder and colder. So as we move up, it gets colder, and these at the higher altitude, you know, these water droplets already you have written get condensed. These water vapor get condensed on these dust particles by the process known as conversion of water vapor into water droplets on cooling. For example, in winter season we are heating the water in the gas stove. Water gets evaporated and water vapors are formed. If we keep the plate over the water vapor, this water vapor touches the plate and we will find this water vapor get condensed into small droplets of water. Okay, so here at the higher altitude, we will find the temperature is lower and therefore these water droplets are formed. Water vapor gets converted into water droplets over these dust particles and such group of small drops of water we will find. What do we call them? We call them as clouds. Now, suppose you are keeping water in the freezer of the refrigerator. What will happen? If you are keeping water in the freezer of the refrigerator, whether water will remain acidic? No. It will not remain acidic. It will convert into ice. Isn't it? You might have observed this in summer season. You are doing this very frequently. What you are doing? You are keeping the water in the freezer and then you are taking out the ice cubes. You are mixing it with the lemon juice. Okay, to drink the cool lemon juice. So here what we will find, the water vapor gets condenses. This liquid water gets converted into ice. Okay, then water gets converted into ice in freezer of the refrigerator. Okay, so in the same manner, here the temperature is very low. What will happen to these water drops? They will also get converted into very small ice particles. Yes, you will find it's too cold, then water vapor changes to hailstone. Eli has written. Yes, hailstones, snowballs, hailstones, snowflakes. Okay, so we will find all that is due to cold temperature, very cold temperature, and the higher altitude. Now, we will find when these water droplets become heavier, they fall down in the form of rain. They fall down in the form of rain. It will convert into ice and we will find it will fall down in the form of rain. What do we call this process? It is called precipitation. Okay, it is called precipitation. It will convert into ice. So it's too cold. Elijah written it's too cold and water vapor changes into hailstone. Yes, Shardul has written it will convert into ice. Precipitation Anurag Tripathi has written. Again we will find these water on falling on the land. What will happen? Some water percolates through various layers of the soil and gets stored as underground water. Some water we will find flows and adds up into the various natural resources of the water like river, lakes, ponds. Okay, like this again that water gets added in the natural resources. Okay, again that process gets continued. That is evaporation, that condensation, then again the water gets added in the various sources of water. Again the cycle is continued. That is known as the water cycle. Yes, Elijah has written very correct. It refills the source of water. Very correct. Then we will find the next is after water cycle water harvesting. Harvesting, this word it is the word which is most commonly used in agricultural practices. Harvesting means cutting and gathering the crops in agricultural practices. Harvesting is related to gathering okay, and storing, isn't it? So here we will find water harvesting is very very important, because nowadays you know that we destroyed the nature on large scale. We have done deforestation on large scale. Population has increased like anything. More and more pollutants are released in the air. Climate has changed. Somewhere we will find there is very that it's too much heavy rainfall is there, and floods are very common, and in some part it doesn't rain. There is the condition of drought. So we will find people, they are walking miles together to fetch the water. All these problems are very, very common nowadays. If whenever summer occurs, you might have seen in television, people they are walking miles together. They go somewhere inside the well and they take the small quantity of that dirty water through with bowl. Okay, that they are cleaning, boiling, and drinking. Now, this situation, why it occurs? Because we played with the nature. We destroyed the nature, we destroyed the balance of environmental balance of the nature. Okay, that's why now we all are talking about global warming, we all are talking about the melting of glaciers. What happened in Uttarakhand just now, all of you know very well. Okay, so you know that this is just a trailer, but movie is yet to come. The situation will be very dangerous in coming future if we will not stop destroying nature, destroying the balance of the nature. Okay, so one of the most important thing now in today's scenario is water harvesting, means storing and the water for future use. Whenever we get water in rainy season, we have to store it properly for the season when we do not get water. Okay, that is roof water harvesting is one of the most common method. You know that water gets collected over roof. This water which gets collected over roof will is collect it's passing through the sieve, going through the pipeline, and then there is the underground tank. In that underground tank we can store that water. Okay, so this is how through roof water harvesting we can save the water for the future use. Now you know that there are various other sources of harvesting the water. But most of the sources, what we have done, we, you know, lakes, what we have done, wells, lakes, all these are, we are making to harvest the water, isn't it? So, many people, you know that in many places, the wells and then the lakes, they are dumped with the garbage. Okay, many nowadays you might have seen earlier more and more wells were there, but all these wells are dumped with the garbage, and we started digging the earth for taking the water to hand pump or connecting it with the motor to take the water easily, underground water. Now, therefore, if every house, now it's like a fashion in cities or in tehsil places, each and every house earlier had motor pump, sorry, hand pump. Every house, every adjacent house will have the hand pump. Okay, then now it started one more step, advanced step, motor pump is there. They don't want to even shake their hands like this. Okay, they want very comfortable and sedentary lifestyle. Now, you just think that if we are going on digging such hand pumps for every small distance, what will happen to the underground water level? Whether it will remain as it is or it will go down? It will go down. No doubt. If you are going on taking money from the bank, and if you are not depositing anything, one day it will become zero. Okay. In the same manner, if you are going on, every house it is there. You go to tehsil places, you go to district places. This is the fact that every house is having hand pump, and they are taking out the water with the help of the motor pump. Okay, not even checking the hand pump, hands of that hand pump, isn't it? So we will find we are taking out water on the large scale, every family, and other thing what we are doing, we are cementing each and every road. Wherever we found floor is there in front of our house, small place is there also we will cement. What is our purpose? We will keep there, we will see. Now tell me from where the water will percolate and will get deposited under the ground. We did not let place for the water to go inside the earth. So all these has created a major problem nowadays. Nowadays, you know that if you are going to construct a house, the water problem is the most important problem. Even if you are doing the borewell there, you will not get water easily. Okay, so that is, lots of problems are going to be created in future. So it is high time to stop, to think over it, to stop destroying the nature. What is the remedy for this? You have to grow more and more trees. You have to stop making or cementing each and every portion of the earth. Everywhere we are going on cementing, isn't it? We have to okay, you know that wasting water. What we are doing is very common. In summer, every house is having cooler. They are keeping the pipe in the cooler, going and watching the serials there. What will happen? The tap gets filled and water is getting wasted. Or garden is there in front of the house. They are keeping their pipe and going and talking with the neighbor. That the full garden gets filled with water and water is going to the road, drainage. So such kind of careless attitude will create a very big problem in future. Okay, and you know that the most important thing in our life is not food, is not clothing, is not shelter. But the very most important thing, most important than food is water. Man can live without food for some days, but can't live without water for even for a week. Isn't it? So we have to think over it. Only studying inside the four walls and writing books is not going to solve the problem. We have to act now. Okay, so wise and judicious use of water is very important. At the same time, water harvesting is also very important, along with maintaining the environmental balance by growing more and more trees, because trees, the roots of the trees, they help percolation of water. You know, the roots, they hold the soil, prevent soil erosion, and help absorption of more and more water, resulting in the more underground water level. Okay, so it is the high time to think over it. With that, I will stop here. So thank you very much.